We are getting up into the layers of the marble. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Wow. You can see the actual granules that look like sugar all through it. It's almost alabaster level. Wow. Killer. And the quartz is very, very crystalline. Wow. Wow. Those are just crazy pieces. That's almost quartz. Look at that one. That's beautiful. This is another one where for locals, you'll have to excuse me. I'm gonna be very excited about what you probably see all the time. And that's the fun part about traveling. Look at these layers. There could be so much in here. Look at the purple, granular into the grays. Wow. I'm blown away. The Marble Mountains. It's true, they really are. That for slicing up. See the beautiful grays to that? That's like smoky quartz. Wow. Okay. Mountains of marble. Some nice little specimens. Hiking up a trail now from the trailhead. I'm not going to try and push all the way to the final destination on it. It's a lake. But we are going to wander up into the rocks a bit. We are in a national forest, so we might disappear. That's a cool little burrow. That's an actual miniature burrow. In there being one of those trails. Watching too many videos on national forests, I think. I just literally stopped because we got into this zone where everything started looking like quartz, and got my first little micro specimens here. But those are little quartz crystals. Nice. Let's look around right above it a little bit. Yeah, we got quartz pocket going on. This is cool. The secret pool by the rocks. And the reason why this is still alive, see, it was actually a tree, and it snapped off or got cut off, but it's knuckled over. So this is living tissue. So this tree is essentially still alive, and they believe still holding the knowledge that it had in it the whole time of its life, that it could still pass through its root system to other trees. And they know that it's being kept alive by the other trees around it through their root system. So they look at this kind of like nursing an old one and taking care of it. It's lost its top and its ability to gather photosynthesis for itself, but its root system and the crown, where they're speculating might be the storage base of knowledge, much like our brain, or even in the root system possibly, or in the mushrooms that connect it all. There's definitely a memory that allows them to communicate things to younger trees. All older trees do it, living ones, and because they've gone through blights and pests and droughts and stuff that can warn the younger trees around them in the forest about things that are coming up. And they speculate that might be one of the reasons why the trees around them and the fungus that lives and connects it all keep these alive, because that is still a living tree essentially. But who knows when it broke off, and it's had time for what was the tree to completely round over, and it's almost completely knuckled over now with living wood. That's tissue, or maybe a woodpecker picked at it or something, getting a bug out of there, taking care of it. And so it never died. Everybody around it kept it alive. And maybe at night it tells the stories of the old forest so that they're not forgotten. And it sits at the edge of the meadow that we've been trying to climb up to. So this is another ancient balance between meadow and forest. And for a little bit of time here, the meadow has won. That wizard tree and the rock, and then the looking pool in the shadows. Old fire pit at the edge of the meadow. Wow. Look at how it's smoothed the way up here. Do you see that? It's actually worn smooth from things passing in and out. Do you see that? I'll step back a little bit. That's weird that that doorway would be worn out that tall. That is over my head. That is cool. And we are out here, and we are up here. And this is the way to Paradise Lake. Just if you want to look that up and see how far out this actually is. And these are some sort of cool flower that's popping up here. They in themselves are a little surreal. Okay, we're gonna move on up to the higher meadow. Some nice pinks in this crystal. I don't know that there would be any spears here. This is not in a book or anything, I just am looking. 'Cause that's what we do. Oh. 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 Look at that. Look at that. And that. That's awesome. Wow, that is as cool as any crystal. It takes the right spots to grow. And they're just as hard to find. And they're beautiful. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Actually, yeah. There's one there. Really cool. I don't see any more in the immediate area. Just this season. Oh, look over here. Look. Oh. We're gonna leave the flora and the fauna and everything as it is, but I get to share them with you. And yeah, have the joy of discovery. That's awesome. I feel really privileged. We are way out here, and there's actually all the creature that's alive underneath this mat, and these are just the blooms. And I feel like just by talking about them, yeah, we're lucky to see these. Awesome. Okay, well, we did not get onto a huge crystal patch, but we did find some minerals and found a morel bed, which I feel blessed to run into. And yeah, I'm just still hoping upon a crystal and heading downhill. It's getting a little bit later though. I keep thinking these are diggings, but I see that they're just where more trees fell over. But it is a great spot to get in here and get a look at what's been growing on underground. Gotta keep making myself go downhill. Downhill. Wow. Yeah. Eventually, you'd find some crystals. It almost looks like citrine. I'm gonna take a couple little specimens of this marble that we can slab up, and some of this that's more of a grainy stuff, but I like how it's split into layers, that are real divided. And I was thinking that maybe we can carve down through it and use the layers like agates, how they do that with agates. And you know, like carve a face into it using the different colors. So I've always wanted to do that, but I don't have very much perfectly flat material like these couple of specimens are. How the layers are flat, you can go down, carve from one layer to the next. So I think I'm going to slip those in my backpack. Here's a kind of reddish one. We've just come down to a section where there's actually marble spilling out of the bank. Okay, I'm heading out of here. It's almost sunset. And the dogwood trees are all blooming. Look at one that have a cool green bloom on them. Kind of feeling in a hurry though, like we should go. Still have to drive all the way out of these mountains. And I'm thinking I'm down near the bottom, but I'm not quite sure, so that's where you can mess up with your timing. It's better to just get back down and be safe. The sun is sinking down, but how can we not come up and check? And we should be able to see some sort of crystals in the broken off stuff that would indicate that there was some above. So before we start smashing, we would want to see something. I'm pretty happy with my couple of little specimens that I've got on this trip though. With me it's always about, here's a little evaporative layer. With me it's always about the location and then just finding the best little trinket that I can to remember it. And I think that our little micro specimen is good for that. It can sit on a shelf. Other than that, we're looking for stuff that we could possibly work. And the rest is just to enjoy and to learn from. Get these little mica crystals in here. Wonder if any of this is actual clay that would have crystals in it. We're in the right zone. We're just out of time. And that's the game for hunting crystals when you don't have a lead already. Just keep going until you find them. That's all it takes. Okay. Thank you for joining me on another quest for details and quest for treasure. Please take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will see you on down the road. Bye.